Hello again from all of us here at the Spotlight. Looking forward to spending the next half an hour with you. And trust me, it'll be worth it. We joined a music workshop with one of the US's top producers who visited our shores recently. And when we head to the movies later on, Sandra Bullock completes a team of dynamic 8 women for an epic heist. But first, let's see what's been happening right here at home this week. Local celeb and model Sizwe Maddow was not in anyone's good books this week. Naidoo's come under fire over distasteful comments she's made about Gaza on her social media. The 37-year-old apparently posted these comments about Palestine on her Instagram, all of which have since been deleted, but not before being screen-grabbed by others. Maddow has since released numerous apologies, but none to the satisfaction of many South Africans. She also posted this video after reportedly receiving death threats since the posts.
Guys, the apology I made today on Instagram was very sincere, I assure you of that, but I've already received 10 death threats today and a lot of backlash. I am sincerely sorry.
Her last apology explained this. I stupidly copied and pasted the response verbatim in a feeble attempt to appear smart on social media without reading it comprehensively. You may be familiar with a story that made headlines in 2007. A mother from Lavendale in Cape Town killed her abusive tick addict son out of desperation. The story of Ellen Pakkies is now being translated onto the big screen.
Mense praat altyd asof hulle my storie ken.
Ellen, the Ellen Pakkies story, directed by Darren Joshua, who also brought us Nume Skoli, has already shown at an international film festival earlier this year. It'll be hitting local screens soon.
You're looking at 20 years. I can win this case, but you have to trust me.
The film documents the harrowing details of what drove a mother to the point of being tried for the murder of her own son. The movie also digs deep into the hurdles families face with drug-addicted teenagers. Youth Day celebrations were underway at the Sun Arena in Pretoria last week to mark the student uprising of 1976. SA's most wanted Youth Day celebration featured some of the country's biggest artists from Questa, Black Motion to Major League among others. But it was Castor Nyovest who seemed completely overjoyed by this sellout concert. And it seems the feeling was mutual from his fans responding to this video of the artist's performance. Let's head to Johannesburg now, where US producer Rico Love was in the country to pass on some of his wealth of knowledge of the music biz. He hosted a workshop for aspiring young musicians and the spotlight was there.
There goes my baby. If you've enjoyed this song by superstar Asha, how about Kelly Rowland's Motivation? Or maybe Beyonce's Sweet Dreams? This is the man behind those hits. Rico Love is a Grammy Award-winning producer, writer and singer. He was in the country recently to impart his skills on up-and-coming artists. Who better to learn from, right?
Music has been so diluted with fluff and with a lack of substance, a lack of effort. And I just want to help develop songwriters who are passionate about being better. When I was coming up in the game, it was myself, it was Carrie Hilson, it was Sierra, it was T.I. We were all in a community. Keisha Cole and John Legend and myself on tour, opening up on tour with Usher and Kanye West. You know, it was like a whole boot camp, a process you had to go through. And I think now with social media, people forget the togetherness.
The US producer started the Love Music Conference 3 years ago.
If I can tell you exactly what it takes to make your song better, if I can show you how to dissect a song and break it down and then rebuild it. See, if I know the ingredients, then I can make it myself, right? So what I'm telling you is, I can't write the record for you, but I can show you, if you have a gift, I can show you the steps to take to make that gift stronger.
Even though I know you're too busy loving somebody else.
And in Cape Town, a food festival is celebrating and empowering refugee chefs. The Refugee Food Festival, which takes place in 14 cities around the world, aims to raise awareness and bring together refugee chefs with authentic cooking styles. Take a look.
I always found my joy in the kitchen. I have been through few near-death moments, and I know the value of life. And I wanted to do something which sustains life for as long as I live.
Chuti left her home country, Rwanda, 18 years ago. But her life in South Africa hasn't been without challenges.
It's harder to integrate, especially when you come somewhere else. I've passed through different places, especially in Africa. I have been inspired by different African cuisines. So when I came, I turned to plant-based cooking mainly. I just wanted to make authentic African dishes. Many people will see it as, oh yeah, she's been through a lot, but it has made me adventurous as a person. I take that into the way I cook and I see life.
The citizen-led festival features refugee chefs at several restaurants and food markets with traditional cuisines from Ethiopia to Bengal.
The aim is to raise awareness around the challenges that refugees face both at home and during their travels and at the host place. And it is also to create some job opportunities and be a stepping stone for some of the chefs.
The United Nations Refugee Agency says the initiative is extremely empowering for refugees.
It's essentially to promote social cohesion and also to celebrate the resilience of our refugee communities, and to also showcase their talents and to give them an opportunity to integrate socially with the local chef that we have in the different countries. This is the first time the Refugee Food Festival is being showcased in Africa.
Let's head across the waters now to see what our international friends have been up to this week. The lovely Lindiwe has all the gossip.
Tanya, what's the best gift you've ever received?
Me? Sneakers, maybe. But do you know what Drake's father got? A 2 million rand Bentley. And that was for Father's Day. Can you imagine what he's getting for his birthday?
The rapper's dad, Dennis Graham, took to social media showing off the beaming baby blue Bentley. He wrote on Instagram, "My wonderful son graced me with a beautiful Bentley for my day. Thank you so much, my baby boy." It seems it's a wrap for Daenerys Targaryen from the popular TV series Game of Thrones. As the fantasy drama prepares for a final season, British actress Amelia Clark posted this bittersweet farewell on her Instagram. The mother of dragons, breaker of chains, sure left us feeling heartbroken. The royal family will host its first ever same-sex wedding. The Queen's cousin, Lord Ivor Mountbatten, will marry James Coyle during the summer in Britain. Mountbatten's ex-wife will be giving him away at the ceremony.
Guys, please watch yourself around Rihanna. She was recently exposed for, get this, stealing glasses from nightclubs. And there's proof.
Now, I'm not suggesting that any of you are actual criminals.
Batgirl Riri was a guest on the Graham Norton show with the rest of the Ocean's 8 cast female members. The British host questioned why on earth the superstar always leaves places with a glass of alcohol in hand.
I don't think might have been one that I took to the club.
Riri tried to explain, but Norton was armed with evidence.
What about this one? Did you ask about that one? There you are leaving a fashion show.
I took that back to the hotel that I took it from.
Of course you did. This one. There's another one. And sometimes you don't even bother to steal the glass. Just a bottle.
Well, that's Rihanna for you, but I don't suggest you try that next time you head to the club. More exciting news after the break when we sit down with one of the country's multi-award-winning musicians. Yes, don't go anywhere. Zonke joins us after the break.